Whoa, it's Wulzy. Welcome back to the random color building series that takes place every Wednesday until I finish the level. Last week, we got a gift from the hex code gods, all green, grey, and yellow. It's beautiful, simple, although it's probably going to end up being the calm before the storm. We made simple and sustainable decoration last episode in the hope that it will give the following part something easy to live up to. But I have a feeling that my good luck is about to end, because as you can see, I got very blessed. I got blessed last time. It's not going to be so easy the whole time, surely. Here goes. Color number 1. Oh, dark purple. Okay, this has potential. I'm not allowed any fade times, so my color trigger is just going to be in line with the speed changer. Oh my god. Purple and pink. Purple and pink, dude, let's go. I was so nervous for the last color, I didn't even mention what it was. That was color 2. Okay, color 3. Green again? Dude, green is so boring now. Hey, actually, website, you know, it would do wonders for this level if you kept on giving me green so I can have a consistent color scheme all the way through. Another purple pink, right? I mean, is this me being colorblind, or am I just like, there's just no way? I'm dreaming. Last but not least. What is that? Is that like a light yellow or something? I have no idea. That's pretty much unusable. Okay. I feel like I can work with this though. Let me play this in slow motion. I've accidentally created a pulse when the colors shift like that. You see how the background goes to that dark purple? And the way that I've done that is by having the color triggers for the next part be one block before this pulse trigger ends, which is changing the background. So it's going to that color 1 very briefly on that -0.2 that's constant for the background due to the rules. And then it's shifting back to the 4, which is a less saturated pink. So this could be epic. I might make that a thing. With a 0.1 version of the pulse trigger with the background, we can make that... You see? That's cool, right? How am I gonna work this one? Let me see if I can figure out some immediate block design. Maybe using these little mini objects on 5 and 4, or 4 and 5. We'll figure it out. Let me test both of them. Okay, this one is a lot better, but what if we just put this one on like B1, low opacity on that 7, and just scaled it up around the edge? Yes, maybe? Okay, but if this had like black glow on B2 behind it, this could go crazy. That looks kind of nice in my opinion. Okay. Let me just mini space that into place. Awesome. I can definitely set this to a group 13, this singular mini object that sits on top of the rest. Take these pulse triggers in a row like that, make them 13 based, not 123, Jesus. Put main only, and then set that to copy the color of 2, which is the pink, as you can see. That's not awful. We could make some decent pulses out of that, I feel. And we can definitely just, like, take away parts of the existing blocks and just have it interlinking like that. We'll just put that inside like that. Very snug. Okay, you see the difference when I press undo and redo right here? These pulses that I've got selected are changing the detail to the darker purple on the left of the palette over here. I do have to structure this right now. I kind of forgot about that aspect of it. I'm taking advantage of this box meta thing that I did and only filling in the 1x scale blocks, so the 2x2s can be made a different design. I'm also going to select any spikes that appear on top of these objects and make them 5-5, just like the little squares on the inside. I'll give you an example right now. 5, 5, and there you go. It matches the aesthetic of those blocks. I keep on missing structures though. I need to pay more attention. I'm thinking about putting 2 reverse portals back to back like that on group 1, which is invisible. So you kind of spin when you go through there. I don't know. I think it's cool. I'm not sure if the 2 scale blocks are really going to fit into this part, but I'm going to try before I just completely sack off the idea. I've made copies of these slopes and put them on 1, and then scaled down the real ones to put there. So it kind of floats off the top of these objects, and it stops the outlines looking ugly on the edges and not connecting around properly. I don't know, I just think it looks cool. I think part of it is that these mini objects don't connect, so it looks stupid when the lines do. I don't know. Okay, so I want to space this object a half space upwards like this, so I'm going to be using a mini block to shift this portal up in the middle of that gap because it's more aesthetically pleasing than it just sitting on the bottom and having a gap at the top. I'm still trying with these 2x scale structures, but they're a bit weird. There used to be a saw here, but I think I'm gonna change it into a spike block because we've done quite a lot of those in this part so far. I think it fits in a lot better. Alright, let's take a look at what we got structure-wise here. I think it's pretty well balanced of regular blocks and these new designs. I love that spinny thing. I don't know, it's just a nice little touch that adds a bit more flavor to the level. Alright, that should be us. Cool. Although I am going to extend these 2 blocks downwards. I thought it would be better if they were floating, but it's going to make more sense if they extend downwards. Especially since the colors are probably going to change on this speed changer. I don't know. I'm going to make some more pulsing loops, similarly to what we did in the last episode, where a couple of colors at a time were changing. I'm going to say for a 0.4, color channel 5, which is this light orange around the outside. Can copy number 3, which is the green, just like that. You see? Or maybe that should be a 0.2. Hold on. Then a few blocks later, it can go to 0.1, and then that can be the inside, which is 4. So it goes green, then the inside goes green, then the outline goes back to normal, then it's back to normal for a very brief moment, and then it's back to green again. That's cool. Okay, so this is kind of glitchy, but I've got 2 pulses for the objects right now, which is going to color channel 1 and color channel 7, which is black. So as you can see, the object line goes darker, then it goes to black entirely. The insides stay purple because they are on 1. But as you can see, the objects kind of pulse to meet that real quick right there. So this is how we're looking in normal mode. I like the look of this so far. I feel like the green could be a lot more climactic on the blocks, and that's tempting me to pulse color channel 7. But I don't know how that's going to work. I might have to set a group to these glow objects. Oh, I tell you what I can do. Hold on. I can 100% just set these to a new group 15 and then just set them to toggle on and off. This is looking smooth now because the 2 blocks are completely contrasted from each other with completely different pulses on them now. Ooh, okay. I've figured out a design. So I've put some slopes on the inside of these objects on group 15 and color 2 because color 2 doesn't change at all. So the toggle has to happen for that to look okay. I mean, these match the outline, so it's fine. And then what can we put on the top corner? Could do that using color channel 5 on T2 above everything. But it just looks really odd, doesn't it? Man, this is hard. Then if we scale a black block on B4 underneath everything just like that, maybe that gives it a bit more clarity. And it gives this block a weird shadow, as you can see, underneath everything, which is kind of cool. You never know unless you try. So I'm gonna try it. Is that a vibe? Oh, it connects really awkwardly sometimes. You see down there and over here. We could use 3D. Hold on. This isn't done yet. Does that cut into the block? No, because the top corner is so dark that you can't even see it through. And that doesn't even look that bad because there's transparency to the other objects, especially when the black glow goes away. Okay, so this kind of achieves the feeling of like a holograph on the other blocks. Oh! I forgot the goddamn overlay design. Wait, I can make background changes alongside this. Oh, dude, this could go crazy. So I've added one of these pulses, the second one to be precise, to the background, which is copying color channel 1 on a -0.2 brightness to keep that consistent. You can see it's changing to that saturated purple. And I realized for these pulses, I've got to solo them to make them actually climactic. So hold on, let me not just delete like half of a pattern. Hold on. So it stops for a moment right before the next flash happens at the 3 speed. There we go. We have our upscaled 3D. This is weird, man. How am I going to make these slopes work? I can't really 3D them properly. We could do this and paste the state of the squares inside, and then probably close off the inside. Can I do that? I'm guessing yes, because that doesn't look too bad. Just like that. We can connect those. That's cool. Okay, so we have our blocks put in. We need to put in some underlay designs to kind of root it all together, because it does feel a slight bit disconnected, especially when I've got like an outline, like a skeleton of these objects. For example, this object down here, say, there's nothing in between, then there's a couple of floating blocks out here that I want to link in. I think we're going to have to opt for a black outline pulsing object, and then, yeah, and that kind of matches the inside object. Okay, and then maybe add a 25% opacity backdrop with a black block and a glow piece like that. I think that's going to look all right. I don't know. No, this is too bright though. Let me change the opacity, maybe to 7 again. Okay, so it's barely noticeable. Yeah, that's good. It's adding a little bit of pulse to it. Okay, good. I'm vibing with this. Just thinking this is a little bit unfair. I'm going to extend this platform out by 1, just so it's a bit more obvious that you got to land there. You know, this block being like half spaced underneath. We could just move the whole thing. If we do that and then get the 3D. Oh, not everything else. Please, please. Why didn't I do that from the get-go? That looks so much better. Oh. These toggling objects were looking so weird. For some reason, when you copy paste objects that have toggle effects, you gotta pause and unpause for it to actually like pick up. I'm pretty happy with how this is going. I mean, this part is a lot more basic than the following part, but to be fair, the song does pick up at the next part. Plus, the colors I got were a bit more harsh, so I couldn't just do this simple stuff. I had to make it really work together like that. But I think it's sick. If we add more details between, maybe a custom background, this could be vibey. I forgot to add the design to the first blocks of this part. Hold on. Okay, so portal design is coming up next. I want to use these big pulsing things in the center on group 7, which is 25% opacity. On color channel 2, we can scale that around itself so it's much less bright around the outside. And it's much brighter in the middle. I want to use group 13, by the way, because that is the one that has the flashy effect. Boom, you see it move right there. Show me the magic. Dude, it's so dark. Okay, there we go. Now it's working properly. That kind of matches the space sound of the song, you know? To bounce off the black 3D, we could definitely put like black strips in between the objects like that. They go all the way through, really, and then have an arrow on top. I have no idea. We could just black box it, though. That looks a little bit better in my opinion. And then put glow on the top, perhaps? There we go. And then we could just... Yeah, we could have little strips like that. And they could wiggle. Dude, we could make them wiggle. Oh my god. We could have them in sets of 2. And then have them have a group each. 17 minus 5. 0.5 seconds. Then when that ends, it's going to move 10. Then back 10. And then a couple of blocks later, we have that for 18. Look at that. Perfect. Okay. I need to readjust some of them because they're a little bit out of place at this point. But... I think they are a nice addition to the level. Yep, they're definitely off-center at times. Hold on. Okay, we've got a 3D line on color 3. Quarter opacity. We're going to give that a new moving group. It's going to be alongside this other bigger strip. Copy, paste, move it a couple of blocks to the right, flip. Let me just see how that looks with everything else. I think we need a lower opacity, and we need to make sure that this is actually B4 below everything. Wait, 7 is 10%. I've been calling 7 quarter opacity this whole time when it's on 10? Are you kidding me? Hold on, let me give this another group, 21. So 21 is its unique moving group, and 19 is going to lock to the X. 19 is going to be invisible until you hit this speed changer. Obviously, no fade time on that because we're not allowed. There we go. Our background then clicks in. It's moving pretty slowly, and there's going to be another layer on top of it. So it's going to be quite diverse down there. I'll copy paste that, scale it down to about 1.75 seems good. There we go. We got stuff moving now. Hold on. Why is some of the... Oh, God. Stuff scaled down differently, didn't it? Because I made the 3D lines one-time scale. I guess I just got to look through this and manually delete the ones that are overlaying their blocks. There we go. Kind of vibey in the background now. All we're going to do is add some noticeable ground spikes. And that can probably be done with some black glow objects that just appear up and down at the edges of the screen whenever there's gameplay borders. This should be vibey. All right. I am happy with this. Yes. Okay, so we have this. 23 can just lock at that portal. It's not needed till then. Luckily, there is a slope every time there's a gameplay border, and I can just use that as sync. I am so jammy. I think we're vibing with this, honestly. We just need to add a couple more details in between the blocks since it feels a little bit too empty for my taste. But I think we have smashed this so far. Oh. We gotta move those arrows a small bit to the right. Where are they? From here, I'm gonna make all of these pulses just copy color channel 7. Because I like the fact that it just goes to black when the song kicks down. Kicks down? Calms down. All I've got left in the tank, man, are just these squares. Like, there's nothing else going for this. That's all I got. I tell you what, man, for what this level is, it has been a long building session. Don't get this twisted. I know there's a lot of copy-paste, but there's also a lot of time and thought put into this, so it would mean a lot if you smashed like and the sub button for episode 3, man. What an episode that was. We got a lot covered in this episode, man. It puts the first one to shame, even though we got a worse color palette. I mean, we didn't get a worse color palette. It's arguably better, but we got a more challenging color palette that, you know, took more out of me to make. But I think we've done pretty decent. We still haven't used any of our 2 reserve color channels for if we need them in emergencies, but I don't think we're going to need them, honestly. I think this is just fire as it is. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh, that's 63 or like 61% or something like that done. Thank you for watching episode 3 of the Random Color Building Challenge series. I think I said it right, did I? I don't know. I'm tired. What time is it? Oh my god, I've been recording for 3.5 hours. Check the links in the description, leave a like and subscribe, and have a good day.